Have you ever had that unfinished feeling that just eats away at you? This 10-kilometre gap is mine, but not through lack of trying. And we've got quite a few Ks to go, and if you can see over my shoulder there, we're losing sun. To be honest, I don't think we're going to make our intended camp spot for tonight. We're just The debt had well and truly been paid in advance. It was time to gain possession of not just this 10 kilometres, but also the hold that the river has on me. What's up everybody, it's Justin here with All Things Outdoors, and I'm pretty excited to be doing this short stretch of river today. Not because it's special in any way, but because I've tried 3 times now to do it. So the bit I'm doing today is from Myrtleford to Whorouly on the Ovens River. Now if you watch some of my previous videos, the Kayak Camping Calamity series, you'll know that I've tried to paddle to this location several times before. One time we just purely ran out of time. And the next time after that, an illness struck me overnight. Now, I'm back on the site of said illness. I won't go into any details, but it was pretty calamitous, as the video title described. I've got all day to do 10 kilometres. Normally I could do that if I just paddled in about 2 hours, but I've got 8 or 9 hours to do that stretch, so I'm going to do a lot of fishing along the way, and we'll see if we can get some Murray cod, or trout cod. I just can't keep trout cod, but we'll see if we can get some fish along the way and have a good time. So keep watching and we'll see how we go. Say bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good boy. Wave. Say bye bye. Good boy. even 50 metres downstream from where I cast off, and already saw a fish swim right up underneath the bow of the kayak. Granted, it was only a carp, but it's good to see fish nonetheless. I mean, I don't care catching carp, they're actually really fun to catch. Hopeless to eat, but really fun to catch because they fight really hard, so that's a good sign already. Right, I forgot to mention that today is the 16th of February. We had probably three and a half weeks straight of temperatures above 35 degrees Celsius, and we probably had a good 2 weeks of that was over 40 degrees Celsius. We were reaching temperatures upwards of 46 degrees, I think we got to. It was one of our highest temps, and which was right in the middle of January, which is not a good time to be out here on the water. I mean, yes, I know the water's cool and everything like that, but it really would be a terrible time, way too hot to be out here paddling on the river and exposed to the sun, so hence why I haven't done a lot of trips lately. Plus, when the weather heats up like that, it gets busy at work, so hence why it is the middle of February and now I'm only just getting back out here again. So unfortunately, that's what January is like in Australia, extremely hot. And when it gets hot like that too, it kind of turns the fishing off a bit as well, so unless you just want to be out here to paddle, there's not much point coming out here for fish, because they just won't be on the bite. They'll just be hiding in the cold, dark spots, just trying to survive. Alright, I've come up on a really rather large rock garden up here, but I'm going to go and scout out because I've been hearing the roar for quite a while, so it sounds like there's a bit of a chute or a steep drop off here that I could get hung up on, so I'll go ahead and check it out. Well, it looks like that's about a 3-foot drop off back over there, so I'm probably going to paddle down and then I'll get across to the other side there. I'm going to have to lower the kayak down through the rock garden there to the bottom. I'll err on the side of caution because I'm on my own, and we'll cross over and drag across the rock garden. chute would have been fun to run if I'd had an empty boat. Yeah, as long as you hit it in the centre, I reckon you'd be able to run it, but considering I've got all this gear on with me, I think it was probably a good idea to walk around. But we'll have a look when we get to Rocky Point and see what it's like. It might be a little bit gentler than that one. I've never heard of that one before, so learning things every time. So I heard a little interesting factoid the other day about this river and about Murray cod. Apparently fisheries estimate that there can be anywhere up to 170 Murray cod per kilometre in the Ovens River. So the stretch that I'm doing is 10 kilometres. So if we work that out, there's the potential for me to pass 1,700 Murray cod along this stretch of river. So it kind of puts your odds into perspective a little bit. Obviously you've got to be a half decent fisherman as well and know where to target them, but it really does sound promising though. I've made it to the Rocky Point Bridge. Just the other side of that bridge there is the Rocky Point Rapid. It's pretty much the last of all of these sort of volcanic rock type step rapids, so after that it'll be it's relatively nice, easy going afterwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and scout it out, see what it looks like. If I think I can run it, I'll give it a go. I may even just take some stuff out of my kayak and sit it on the riverbank and run it empty. So we'll go and have a look and we'll assess it from there. That wasn't the Rocky Point Rapid. There's a big pool up here before it drops into the rapid itself, so we'll pull up over here on the left and have a look. That big rock wasn't there at the start, you might have a chance, but you've got to go either side of it. It's right in the perfect line. Amazing how quickly the river's changed after coming over the Rocky Point Rapid. It's just turned into a big, slow, flat, straight piece of river. The first few k's of the trip today were all of those volcanic rock step rapids, and I guess because they're all up against the hills, whereas now we're sort of getting out into the flat country, less likely to see those sorts of steep gradients. And volcanic rock too, because the reason the volcanic rock is there is it's up against Mount Buffalo. Now Mount Buffalo is a dormant volcano. You can really see by the rockiness of it and the shape of it too that it definitely looks like it used to be a volcano, that's for sure. And if you go up on top, there's a lake up there that used to be one of the cones for the volcano, and there's a whole heap of lava tubes, and you can go caving, or what do they call it, spelunking. You can go caving up there, so really sort of, well, many thousands of years ago was a really active volcanic area. I guess that's what helped to form the Great Dividing Range. But now we can expect to see more of this sort of river. So the back half will probably be done in half the time that the front half is. Anyway, it's after midday, so I'm going to pull up for some lunch very, very shortly. I'm going to make some time up on these straight stretches. They're not really worthwhile fishing. There's too much exposure for fish and not enough structure for them to hide in. So while it's straight like this, put some time in, and then we can take our time towards the end and do some fishing when it's a bit bendier. looks like a part of somebody's fiberglass canoe up there. And funnily enough, it's actually the same colour as the one I saw, oh, well over a year ago. Or part of, a bit further down the river. I wonder if it's the same canoe. I remember the police were out looking for someone missing. Same colour and everything. I think I'm going to have to eat my words. I did say, oh, after Rocky Point, oh yeah, it'll be fine, there's not many of those volcanic rocks left. Well, that's just 2 in the last couple 100 metres. Pretty though. I've been down this bit before when I was a kid, from Rocky Point to Whorouly. I don't remember it being this many rapids, like, you know, stuff like that. You know, gentle riffles and things, but I don't remember it being big rock gardens like that. Oh, there's a carp. Well, that's all I've seen today is carp. I'm actually glad that I came today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's supposed to be even hotter again. Well, as it mostly always does, time has gotten away from me. So I'm having to pick up the pace a little bit so I can get to the Whorouly Bridge by around about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I've still got about 3 k's to go, and it is 2:45 now, so it's easily doable. My pace is generally about 4 or 5 kilometres an hour. Mind you, that was measured in the Dace Pro Angler kayak, which is a bit sleeker and a bit faster. But I reckon I could at least do probably 4. Yeah, I reckon I can do 4 on this. The flow's pretty good too. Not having to work terribly hard. And the river's dead straight, just about. So we will be aiming for a... I'll be conservative and say 3:45 we'll get into the Whorouly Bridge. So, and I definitely think a swim is in order when we get to the bridge, because it is hot, and the river's quite wide here, so you're generally right out in the sun. But the swim will be the reward at the bridge. How's it going?
Good. Too many out?
No, it's too hot. Heaps of carp though out in the buddy, in the shallows. But, yeah. Hey, puppy! I'm just waiting for my ride to turn up, so I think it's time to sign off. But this is probably one of the shortest trips I've done, but it's probably one of the most, I won't say epic, I won't say memorable, but it feels like it's connected things and it feels like it's finished things. And here comes my ride. Say hello.
Hi.
Here we go. Ready? 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 Here we go. Ready?